So this one's gonna be a very quick one, and it's hot these days. And I wanted to give a quick tip about EVs in the summer, just how to maintain them and how to make sure things are functioning well. The good thing is that in EVs, you don't have to worry too much about the external pressure and the temperature, unlike in regular gasoline cars, where if the engine heats up too much, then the engine's gonna stop working. If you're low on coolant, if you're low on water, then you're gonna have to be careful. Here, your DC motor doesn't really need that much of a coolant. I mean, there is a bit of a cooling factor. You don't want your battery to overheat. You don't want the voltages inside to fluctuate. You don't want the cells to reach like critical temperatures. But all of that is software management. In fact, most EVs, not this one, but some that I've test driven, actually have a battery care management option in the menu. And the thing is, you don't really need to think about it. You just set it and you leave it. And the EV takes care of it for you. You don't have to think about what the temperature outside and inside your battery is going to be and whether it'll short circuit or not. It's all software management. Cars are getting like high tech as hell. And the thing you do need to pay attention to are more the physical parameters, as I like to call it. Does your windshield wipers have fluid in them? The cars all come in with containers at the front. Minimum and maximum lines are on the coolant box, the hydraulic fluids, the brake fluids, and everything. And your job as a user is to just make sure the coolant levels, the fluid levels are in between the min and the max. And you're good to go. In EV, you don't have to worry about mobile and things. There is nothing of that sort. What you should probably check out for is your tire pressure in the summers, whether you drive an EV or a regular IC vehicle. And why I'm saying that is because in the summers, the tarmac, it really gets hot. That heat is then passed on to the wheels that are constantly spinning. The faster you go, the hotter your tires become. Go touch your vehicle's tire when you're on the highway and you're constantly traveling at highway speeds. Your tire is going to be hot because it's absorbing and there's a lot of friction between the road and the tires. And so as a result, the wheel, the tire, the rubber compound is going to get warm, and as a result of that, the air inside is going to get more pressurized and hotter. So you really want to make sure that your tires, your wheels are on the lower side of air pressure, because the more you use your vehicle on hot tarmac in the summer, the tire pressure is just gonna go up automatically. You might start off with like 25 in the morning, and by the end of the day you might actually reach above 30, like a whole 5 kpi difference. Or like 2 bar in the morning and 2.3, 2.4 by noon. It happens. Conversely, in the winter, you need to keep your tire pressures a bit high, because the cold tarmac, the cold air, the cold atmosphere will mean cold rubber, and cold rubber means low pressure inside the wheel, which means instead of inflating like in the heat, your tires will actually deflate a bit. So if you're in very cold atmospheres, very cold sub-zero temperature places, your tires might actually lose some pressure when you're driving in the snow. So yeah, but again, it depends on what sort of driving you're doing. If you're doing some sort of off-roading, or if you're doing some sort of longer distance travel, you definitely want tire pressure on the lower side. Like off-roading vehicles, they keep tire pressure really, really low. It's only when cars are maybe on the highway, you would maybe want to let loose some air. But again, please check. Please have some sort of meter with you so that you don't go too low either, because you do not want to damage those expensive rims on your car, whether they are alloys or just caps. You don't want to damage them. They are expensive to replace. Anyway, that's just a quick housekeeping sort of thing. For the summer, your vehicle will get hot when you start using the AC. Make sure you crack open the window before you start your AC. You can first of all just open the windows, let all that already boiling air inside the cabin go out before you actually begin to actually close it back again and use the cooling function on your AC. Just simple things. Make sure you leave a little crack open if you're leaving your car in the sun parked. Why? Because again, the temperature, the heat, it really energizes air molecules inside, which suddenly these dull air molecules are hypercharged with energy, and so that builds pressure inside the cabin, inside this cabin. And as a result, there are many complaints where users have glasses that explode or crack because it's just so hot. Who knew? Anyway, these are just my housekeeping points for summer, and let me know what you think. If I missed out any, if you have anything else in mind, just drop a comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one.